Hello, hello, hello. Hi, it's Pete, and today what I want to do is look at putting gadgets into your Google website. Now, the gadgets we're going to look at, first of all, are going to be the ones that we can actually get from our Google Drive, and then we'll have a look at the ones we can actually get from elsewhere on Google. If we get a chance, we'll look at one or two others as well. So here I am, I'm on my Google site at the moment, and I've created myself a page called Gadgets Page, and this is really a demonstration of my total lack of imagination. Now, if I move across onto a Google page, well, as you can see, I'm actually logged in. If I click onto the 9 pack up here, then I can come down here and click onto Google Drive. Now, this is my Google Drive, and what I want to do in my Google Drive is to click onto New, and what I want to do inside of here is to create myself a Google form. So I've come down to More, I click on Google Forms, and here I've got the option of going in and creating myself a Google form. So the form I want to do is going to be a contact form. So I'm going to call it contact. And then here what I've got is the option of asking the first question. So I'm going to start off by saying your name. Now here I've got the choice of question type. Now I don't think that it's reasonable to have a multiple choice for that. So I'm going to go for text. So people can enter the text that would actually respond to your name. I'm not going to put any help text in. If people can't answer the question, what is your name, then I really despair. It is going to be required because I want to know who I'm talking to, and then I'm going to click onto Done. Here I want to add another item, and this time what I want to know is their email address. So I'm going to type in email address. Again, it's going to be a text answer. And then what I want to do here is make sure it's required and done again. And then the third item I'm going to add into here is question. So what's your question? And again, this is going to be a paragraph text, so it's going to be a larger area of text for them to answer. And again, it's required, and I'm going to click onto done. So there I've got my simple form. So what I'm going to do is let's have a quick look at the view the live form. There we go, that seems to be quite good. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. I can go back to edit this form. I could actually go in and say change the theme. So I could say, well, I think that would look good with a sort of a blue background. So again, I can actually now change it to that one and then view the live form. Yeah, and I've now got a blue background. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. So I've now created that form, and if I go back to my Drive, then what I should find is that I've actually got a contact form here, and it's also created me a contact spreadsheet that would be where any responses would come into that spreadsheet. So now I've got that contact form. Let's go back to my website. Here's my website. There it is, that's the one with the gadgets page. So I'm going to come onto my pencil, and then I'm going to click onto insert, and I'm going to cross to Drive, and I want to insert a form. So what it's going to do is it's going to show me the various forms that I've already got on my Google Drive, and I've chosen the contact form that we've just created. I can click on select, and then here it allows me to make one or two changes. So for example, here I can say contact. Yeah, so contact and ask a question. It's going to be 600 pixels by 400 pixels, and I'm going to save that. And there, that is now embedded onto my page. If I click onto save, then there, as you can see, I've got my questions on the page ready for me to go in and answer. So if I type in Pete, ask Pete a question at gmail.com, and then I can ask the question, why? And then click on to submit, and that response has been recorded. So if I now go back across to my Google Drive, there is my Google Drive. Let's I've got lots and lots of pages open. Let's actually create a new page. Click on the home button. Click onto here, onto my Google Drive. And here I've got my contact responses in the form of a spreadsheet. And there I've got the timestamp, my name, my email address and my question, all ready for me to go away and to do something with. Okay, so that's the first one, is adding a simple form onto my page. Okay, so if I move back up here, I'm going to click on the pencil again. This time I'm going to click on this cross here to take out that form, so that form is no longer part of my page. Now the second thing I can do is I can come onto my insert, come across onto Drive, and here I could insert a document, a drawing, a folder, a form, which we've already done, an image, but I've also got the option to insert a presentation. So I'm going to click on Insert a Presentation, and here I've got all sorts of presentations and things that I've been working on over the various time. So I'm going to choose working with photos, and I'm going to select that one as going to be my my presentation. Here I can choose the size of my presentation, and I'm going to go for large. I can click on to save, and that Google presentation is now available for me to use. So if I click on to save, here then we've got the presentation working with photos. So as you can see, it's working away there. I can click onto here to say go through to the second slide and the next slide and the next slide. So I can actually work people through a presentation. So this can be great if you're working with a business website and you want some step-by-step guidance on something that you've been working with people. So once again, I can click on my pencil, and then I'm going to come down here, click on the cross to remove that from my gadgets page. Okay, once again, let's go into Insert. So here we've looked at the Drive, and we've looked at the various ones in here that we can actually use. Here I've got Google Plus, and in Google Plus I've got the options of adding things like a photo album. So if I click onto Photo Album, then I can come into here and I can actually see which photo album I want to share. Well, I'm going to share my garden office project, and then select. And here I've got the options again of saying, well, there's my garden office, there's my the name of my slideshow. Here I can choose the size. Well, I'm going to go for extra large. Here I can show captions if I want. It's set to auto play, and it's going to include the title Garden Office Project. I click on to save, and it's now embedded onto the page. So let's save again. And what we've got now is we can actually see the Garden Office Project. So there's the shed before it started. These slides aren't actually in order, but as you can see, it's where we actually sort of started and insulated the shed, plasterboarded the shed, laid a floor into the shed, and then put some skirting boards around it. And it's missed out all the swear words and all the other bits and pieces that went on during the construction of the shed, which incidentally I'm actually sitting in at the moment. Okay, so as you can see, we can actually go back into the pencil here, and I can delete that that gadget out of my page. So what we've actually got is the ability to go into Insert and to install lots of gadgets straight into the system from here. We can install a map, we can install from YouTube, we can install more gadgets, which would allow us to explore different gadgets that are about on the system. And again, it can be a great way for us to add all sorts of bits and pieces of interest onto our website. Okay, I hope you found that useful, and I'll look forward to talking to you later. Cheers then. Bye.